DBS plays.
But I feel like Plus was this is a better overall package because of having more games, and that was one of the main reasons to play that at the time. Now, neither of them are really needed these days because, you know, this is horse crap. Okay, hold on. Because yeah. But because the game was, it was the most convenient way at the time to play these games. And I feel like they set it up really good. They had a lot of games. And apparently, so Mega Collection Plus actually comes with games that were in the original Mega Collection in Japan, but not here in the US and I think Europe as well. Yeah, for some reason, like, there's some things I just don't understand about when it comes to releasing games in certain ways. Because, Japan, you know, like I said about Mega Collection it came with Comic Zone and the Ooze. Whereas we had to wait until Mega Collection Plus to play those games here. So technically GameCube players could only play those games on GameCube in Japan. But anyway, I also don't get, like, why Sonic Gems Collection? Okay, I remember hearing about why they didn't do it, but I still thought it was stupid that they didn't include maybe some other type of game. Like, Sonic Gems Collection, it definitely is one of the more unique Sonic Collection games, because it came with games that, like, they hardly ever re-released, if at all. But I didn't okay, so in the Japanese, well, first of all, Europe, both Japan and Europe also got the game on PS2. We only got it on GameCube. Like, they got it on both GameCube and PS2. We only got it on GameCube. They could have done something like, well, the American version we've also put on Xbox, or, you know, something like that, but still would have been stupid, but, you know, but still, it was really dumb that it was not available also on PS2 here in the US. But also the game it has some decent games on it. Sonic CD at the time was a little more praised as, like, the best Sonic game. It isn't so much these days, but still considered a classic, but it's not as much these days. Sonic, it just feels like it should have had more. Like, apparently they were originally going to add Knuckles Chaotix, and they just didn't. I don't really remember the reason why the reason they gave as to why they didn't have Knuckles Chaotix. Because they had, like, the 2 Tails spin-off games, but they didn't have Knuckles Chaotix. I don't know if it's just because it was harder to emulate on it, but, like, I was able to. I know I did it on a more modern computer, but I was able to do it easily. On my computer, I played a little bit of it, and I just don't know why why they would have such a hard time putting it on. Anyway, so they didn't do that, but also Japan got, like, Streets of Rage on it. Like, the Japanese version came with more games, and instead of us getting more games, they just took the games out. They didn't like... Okay, so the reason they gave for not having games like Streets of Rage is because that would have bumped it up to a possible T rating or at least an E10 plus rating, and they wanted it for a younger audience. Because at the time, Sonic was just still seen as a kid's game, and it wasn't until Shadow the Hedgehog whenever they really pushed for the edge and all that. Like, Shadow the Hedgehog was like the first E10 plus rated Sonic game. It was the first Peggy 12 rating over in in the UK. And actually, now that I think about it, I think only, as far as I know of, only Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic 06 have the 12 plus rating in like Europe, like in the UK. Whatever places have the Peggy ratings. Not the Peggy Hill ratings. Anyway. But yeah, but anyway, yeah, Sonic Gems Collection just kind of feels incomplete. And again, like, I do feel like they could have at the very least, replaced games like Streets of Rage with another type of game. And they could have easily had Knuckles Chaotix. I just don't understand what the reason was that they didn't have Knuckles Chaotix. Knuckles is Chaotix. I'm saying Knuckles Chaotix. As everyone else does, because that just sounds better than Knuckles is Chaotix. Anyway. This is horse crap. Come on, go down. Let's find it. Okay, well, at least I'll get a checkpoint at least. See, that's that crap right there. Like, it takes too long. But anyway. So yeah. They could have had more games. They could have included something else. Maybe had Echo the Dolphin, or had something like Echo the Dolphin, or maybe the Game Gear version of Rystar. Not a lot of people know. Not a lot of people talk about that version. I mean, it could be bad. Maybe that's why, but like, I don't know. Well, if it's bad, I would imagine people would talk about it more, but that was my bad. I should have been following the patterns. But, yeah. I thought that Sonic Gems Collection, while a solid collection overall, I just don't think it feels complete. Can we get some bubbles? Bubbles? Please, bubbles? Bubbles! Anyway. So I just think that, like I said a few times, Gems Collection should have came with more. I think they could have potentially made it, like, what else could they have included? Well, anyway. I think they could have done better with it. Just like I could have done better with jumping over that thing. And they could have done better with including rings or something in this moment. This is so stupid. But, anyway. Is there a bubble thing? No, of course not. Like, this is so dumb. Wait. Get the bubble out! Okay, folks, I'm not gonna fast forward. I'm just gonna pause it until I get through this part. Alright, I'm through that part, but, I don't know if I'm gonna make it or not. Okay, never mind. It's still being retarded. Pardon my language. Okay. Hopefully I won't die at this moment, but... Yeah, that was badly designed right there. I'm gonna say that. No one can, like, tell me otherwise. That was just not good. I understand I kept going a little too soon, a little too, you know, but that was just a poor decision on their part. But yeah, this is why, like, when there's moments in games that make me go, like, this, you know, that kind of thing, like, these are not masterpieces. I'm sorry, they're not masterpieces. They have good ideas, a lot of good ideas, and some good level design here and there, but, like, it's just not an overall masterpiece. Like, it's just fine. Like, this garbage right here! Why would they do that crap? Okay. I didn't remember if I ran into a checkpoint or not. That would have been awful if I didn't. Am I going backwards? I don't remember. I don't think so. I was trying to jump there. See, this is when I don't like games as much. It's when they make me go, come on, you know, that kind of stuff. Whenever I'm getting actually mad. Like, I'm not saying I get irritated at games, so I just think the game is bad now. Like, look at this garbage! Give me a big bubble! Before I die! That's just poor decision making right there on their part. Again, it's just a moment of... Like the old Sonic games have a lot of moments of irritation like this. And so that, I mean, this is why I don't play this as much on the channel. It's because I get irritated all like that. Maybe it's entertaining, but it's just not that fun to just have to deal with all this. Ugh! Oh, and that's one thing I can't stand about a lot of Sonic games. That's one thing I wish they really would have fixed in Sonic Generations. And not just made it a power-up you can use in, not just make it a power-up you can use in... What the heck? I just noticed the spikes there, but, not just make it a power-up in, Sonic, in, like, the game. Okay, I can't stand when there's, like, platformers like this where, like, it takes a million years to get back on your feet after getting hit. Come on, come on, come on, thank you. Whenever it takes a million years to like, get back up, and, like, say you miss a platform you're supposed to get because it decided, oh, the death animation should be, like, or the hit animation should last way too long and you can't move. Yeah, I think that there's a special place in hell for people who think that's a good idea. But anyway. Like, there needs to be challenge, don't get me wrong. A game needs challenge. But whenever you got stuff like that, that's not really challenge, it's just annoying. Because I remember, like, okay, whenever I was playing through, Sonic Generations, that's something I noticed whenever trying to do all the challenges. in the game to unlock everything. It's just, like, you got crap like that, where, like, this is when, okay, it's like whenever when missions are set up like that, it starts showing the problems with the games. Where, like, the games are good otherwise, but I guess, like, the structure of some things kind of show off its problems. In which, like, whenever you get hit in the game and you don't have that certain thing, power or skill or whatever, what happens is, like, you get knocked down. When you're trying to speed through something and you get knocked down, it takes, like, a long time. It takes, like, a few seconds for you to get up, which a few seconds is obviously a few seconds, but in a game, that can feel like an eternity when you're trying to do something fast. It's like it wastes your time because they decided, oh yeah, we should have it where Sonic stays down for like 3 or 4 seconds. But anyway, that was Sonic. That was Sonic 1, at least the Origins version. Now, see, I think that, yeah, I think the game is okay. The game's alright. Too many irritating moments, though. Let's see, Carol Yath. Dumb. Not the name, I'm just saying that what I just said. But anyway, yeah, words. Oh gosh. With Sonic 2, it has better level design. It's Sonic 1, but you know, it's a better overall game, but I still don't think when people call it the best Sonic game ever, I'm like, I don't think we played the same game. Because it really isn't. Like, I think the best Genesis Sonic game for me is definitely Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But even that, I still feel like is not as good as some of the adventure games, and I'm just gonna be blunt with that. I like the adventure games more. Yes, and there we go. I'll have to go back to the menu. It's like, oh, there's another emerald. I like those little animations. So next time, I'll be playing through, unless something changes in my mind, I will be playing through Swap Island. What? Okay. Anyway, next time I will be playing through Sonic CD. Despite the fact that Sonic 2 despite the fact that Sonic 2 came out in 92 and this one came out in 93, I know they were being worked on at the same time, but I'll get to it when I get to it. It almost feels forced that this one is the Sonic. They decided, no, this one's it. This was the second one. Sonic 2 is the third game. You know, it almost felt forced in that way. I don't know why. But in any case, folks, thanks for watching me play through Sonic 1 and kind of struggling there. So just imagine me playing the original one with the limited lives. Like, no. And like playing through it legitimately without any kind of save state or yeah, no. Anyway, thanks for watching me play this. Like this video if you liked it, and subscribe for more like this. Subscribe for more like this. Any other types in this channel. Thank you for watching, and have yourself a good day or night. I need to come up with something different because this isn't the regular channel. But anyway, have yourself a good day or night.